Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, October 11th. I'm Denise Douglas. So glad you could join us this evening. Well, Prince George's high school teacher has been arrested for allegedly sexting and assaulting one of his students. Byron Scott has our story on yet another controversy to hit the county's school district.
The suspect is a teacher here at Duval High School. The alleged victim, a 16-year-old student. This is the suspect, 66-year-old Donnie Oliveri, a foreign language teacher at Duval High School. According to investigators, Oliveri texted inappropriate messages of a sexual nature to one of his students.
A family member did contact us and gave us the information, and that's when the investigation started.
Here's how it unfolded, according to investigators. In June of this year, Oliveri asked another student for the 16-year-old's cell phone number, but police say he gave Oliveri his number instead and posed as the 16-year-old. Police say the texts soliciting sex spanned June through September of this year. Also, police say in September, the teacher did approach the 16-year-old male student in class and asked him for a kiss and then grabbed his chest.
Right now, he's being charged with solicitation of a sexual act from a minor, fourth-degree sexual offense, and also a second-degree assault. These are very serious charges. They are misdemeanors, but very serious.
Oliveri was able to post a $135,000 bond this morning. The school district says he's on administrative leave. Investigators say as of right now, the 16-year-old is the only victim they are aware of. But they say if there are any others out there, they want you to give police a call. At police headquarters, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Thank you for that, Byron. Oliveri's preliminary hearing is set for next month. Violence in the home, it's a national dilemma. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 5 men have been victims of abuse at the hands of their partners. And according to the Maryland Network Against Domestic Violence, the county is #1 when it comes to partner abuse-related homicides. In the first quarter of this year alone, 8 residents were killed during a domestic violence incident. Nashante Davis and her daughter, Chloe, were victims.
Nashante was a very bubbly, loving person. She loved everybody that she came in contact with, regardless as to who you were, what your position was, what you did. She just loved everybody, and everybody loved her as well.
But her loving spirit and personality were abruptly ended after Nashante Davis and her 2-year-old daughter, Chloe, were found shot to death outside of their townhouse in Fort Washington on February 2nd, 2016. Nashana Turner recounts that dreadful day she learned her sister and niece were killed.
We kept Chloe while my sister worked. So she's usually at my house by 6:45 at the latest. And time had come around, she didn't show up, so my aunt called and said something was wrong and she needed me to get to the house where my sister lived. So pulled up, and you can imagine the scene.
Days later, police arrested Chloe's father, Damon Boswell Johnson, of Forestville, for their murders. The 25-year-old confessed that he was angry that he was ordered to pay $600 in monthly child support payments. Turner says she and other family members were shocked after learning he committed the crime.
Very first thought of mine, I had no idea who was involved. I thought it had to be random, because knowing my sister, nobody would do anything like this to them. So it had to be a robbery or a random act. I never initially thought that this would be the case.
CTV News will have a series of reports on this issue as the nation observes Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You are watching CTV News. I'm Denise Douglas.